Do you regret that you worked with the studio or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you had 200 people before 18.
Bro who knew what he was doing with his hole. Yeah, I feel like in LA, everyone has the same body, it's just a different face. Yeah, all the older men ate me alive. And it was great. Literally touching his feet with one hand, texting him with the other.
I've heard of feet fetish, but I've never heard of like sock fetish. Is it Adidas? That's Nike. Okay.
I just want to go get a burger when I want to get a burger, and if you're trying to put it in me that night, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna. I mean, it's gonna be dirty. And if you want a foot massage, let me know.
Welcome, guys. My name is Art. Today I'm here with my friend. What's your name?
Kam Stone.
Kam Stone. Stone is a real name? No, it's your backstage name.
Yeah,
is it?
yeah,
Okay. Because Stone, how, like, okay, Stone. It's like stoned?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Just like a stone.
Oh,
Like a nice stone.
The stone.
Yeah.
The rock. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I'm Ukrainian. So, welcome. We are here with Kam Stone. He is today our guest, and he is from Michigan.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
He is adult star. Used to be. He quit, right?
I quit studio, yeah.
He quit studio, yeah. But he has OnlyFans, guys. Definitely check it out. So today, we're not going to hold on back on anything. We're going to have to go into deepest, darkest secrets of his life. He came here from, from Michigan, and we're going to do some cool stuff for OnlyFans. So please check out the VIP page. And I'm going to leave his link to his Instagram also in description. So, Kam, thank you so much for coming to beautiful New York City.
Thank you for having me on this gloomy day.
Very gloomy, but very cozy.
Yeah.
Kam, I have a quick question. Are you gay?
I'm bisexual.
You're bisexual,
Yeah.
okay. So when was the last thing you've done something with a girl?
Junior year of high school.
When was it?
Which was only 4 years ago.
Yeah, looks like you really prefer guys.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. How did you figure out you like guys? Like, I always ask this question because were you like how old you were?
I was 15.
15.
Yeah.
Was there a hot guy who you're like, oh my gosh, he's my gay awakening, or no?
Not really. I mean, like, no, not really. It was actually Nike socks in high school.
Wait, what? Nike socks?
Yeah.
Like, I have, what is this? Is it
That's
Adidas?
not, though. Like, Nike.
That's Nike. Okay.
That's Nike.
Okay, so you realized you're gay because of Nike socks.
Yeah, I would like sit in class and like if I just looked at a hot straight guy wearing them, like usually a football player, like I would just get a massive in like the middle of class.
Only Nike exclusive or Adidas too?
I mean, like they work now that I've like explored that, but like no, at the beginning it was like if I saw a Nike sock, I automatically thought that guy was attractive.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you just like looked, but like before 15, were you just thinking you're into girls or?
Oh yeah, I had a girlfriend. I dated multiple girls for like over a year at a time. Like I definitely never thought I was
Homosexual.
yeah, not at all.
Okay, so you realized you were like into guys. What's next? Like, did you came out right away or no?
No, I never really like made a coming out kind of moment. I just like brought a guy, like I started hanging out with guys like senior year, and like my mom would just kind of be like, you're hanging out with this guy a lot, like what is it? And I'm like, well, it's, you know, we're kind of whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. But also like when I was 8 years old, she had to talk with me in the kitchen.
Okay.
And was like, I just want to let you know, like, I love you no matter what. And I was like, Mom, I'm not gay. Like, I'm not gay.
Wait, why did she talk to you when you were like only 8?
I don't know. I guess she
just-
told me, like, once she found out I was gay when my senior year, she told me that, like, as a kid, she could just tell, like, by the way that I would, like, do certain things, that she was, like, it was always on the
Fanboy?
back of her mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's interesting. Because were you like more feminine or you weren't?
No, I just...
Because that's
she
like
said-
stereotype that people have.
No, she just said I like showed more emotion, or like I would just do things that she like her other friends that had kids, like their guy or their boy kids wouldn't like do or act the same way. I've just always also been more like caring and deep and genuine. So like I just
So she only thought the gay people only.
yeah, she just thought that.
Gay people only. No, that's cool, but it's like iconic. So she was ready. You didn't have a hard time.
No, my dad didn't take it very well, but
Okay, so your dad didn't take very well that you're bisexual. Why?
no, I don't know. He just I introduced my liking men the same way, and he was like cool with it, but then like as we got older and like we would start to talk about it, like he would just be like, I don't really want to hear about it, I don't really care. And then like especially when I started doing corn, it like he just shut me out of his life completely. He's like, you're doing naughty things, you're gonna get yourself literally killed, like all this thing. I was like, Dad, it's not that
Do you have a
serious."
brother or sister?
Yeah, I have 2 younger sisters and 1 older brother.
Okay, cool. So they have a lot to, so they have other kids to talk to.
Yeah, well, my sisters are on my mom's side and then my brother's on my dad's side.
Got it. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's it. But like, he still didn't get over it.
No, we don't talk at
Okay.
all.
Okay, that's very common.
Yeah.
That's very common. You grew up in Michigan. How was it like growing up in Michigan in terms of gay people? Did you see some?
Oh
or
my
no?
gosh, there was like, I mean, I graduated with 88 kids in my high school, so I went to a small school, but there were other like really big schools around me. It was very like, there was maybe like one flamboyant kind of gay guy at every school that I went to because I went to 3 different high schools, and like that was about it.
So not many.
No, I mean, all the other ones were just like DL guys that
Okay.
wouldn't accept it.
When you were like younger, because like when I was younger, we don't have a Grindr and stuff like this. And in high school, I'd never seen any gay guys. Were you able to identify them somehow or like find?
I used Grindr.
You use Grindr?
Yeah.
How old you were?
I was 16.
Oh my God, that's not like. So you just told people you're 18.
My profile said that, but I had a screenshot of Michigan.gov because in Michigan, age of consent is 16 years old.
Okay.
So I had a screenshot of that, and I would be like, "Hey, just to let you know, I am 16, but it's okay. Like legally, age of consent is 16," and I would send them that. And some guys would be okay with it. Some guys would be like, "I just don't want to risk it."
Was there a lot of guys who were okay with this?
Yeah. The first time I'm actually losing my virginity to a guy, I got invited to this fire with 4 other older guys, and you just. You'll never believe this. We literally just sat around the fire, and like 10 minutes in, they were like, "Where are you from? How old are you?" And I obviously told them all. And then the one guy that invited me over was just like, "All right, choose whoever you want." And I literally just got to pick out of 4 guys which one I wanted, and I picked the guy with Nike socks on.
Nike socks were Wait, so you were 16 years old, and you picked out of those 4 guys one guy. How old was the guy?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just went into this.
Yeah, he like helped me put the condom on and all that, and then we went to town.
Okay. Do you think it's like, looking back to this, do you think it was like normal, or you didn't really think at all about it? Like, do you regret something? Do you feel, or no?
No, I definitely like the way it happened because I got to do it in my own experience, my own way, not like having someone try to tell me how to do it or what they did. It was just like I was in my own world exploring myself, and I feel like that's why I was able to be so comfortable like being gay.
Mm-hmm. So you were like, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And it was 25-year-old. You didn't date anyone your age?
No, my boyfriends have always been like probably anywhere from like 8 to 15 years older than me. Just
Wow.
they're more mature. Well, they're supposed to be, but a lot of you aren't.
Wait, is it like a thing for that you just like older guys or no?
Yeah, just like maturity. I like stability.
Older bottoms?
Not older bottoms, but just bottoms in general. And I feel like more mature men understand what they want.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool. And you did this whole thing, and did you meet up with those 4 guys later or no? Because that's such a story. It's like, I can't believe, like, if I was 16, I mean, honestly, when I was 16, it's probably was one of the most horniest time in my life.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
remember.
absolutely.
15, 16, I was so bad. I was just like texting straight guys, risking everything from my school because I had a crush on them. But thank God no one really exposed me. But I had a big crush on a guy when I was 15, 16. I loved him for like 3 years. He didn't even know about that much. But anyways, so yeah, if I was in your position, I'd be probably more happier too. But did you hang out with those guys anymore or no?
Yeah, I went back there to hang out with one of the guys that I only did stuff with one guy. The
Okay.
guys, which he wasn't the one living there. I went back there I think twice, but also like that was for so long ago.
You had a best friend who were like tell like, hey, you can't believe what just happened. I went in this 4 guys and I picked one because he had the Nike socks.
Yeah, actually, because I didn't have my car yet, my friend actually brought me to their house
Okay.
and helped me do that, and then she knew all about it.
So the girl.
Yeah.
Okay, what did she say? She was like, go for it?
Yeah, she was like, absolutely, I'll bring you over there right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she picked you up.
She dropped me off and picked me up, yeah.
Okay, that's kind of iconic. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's, yeah, age of consent 16.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. So, and you could like register on Grindr when you were 16.
I mean, no, you have to lie
You
by
have
your
to lie.
age.
Yeah.
But I would literally, like, my profile would say 18, and then people would be like, some people would just blatantly text me the first message like, "Are you really 18?" I'd be like, "No, I'm 16."
Wild.
But if it got to asking how old I was, I would have to send that picture just so that way they weren't like, you know.
Interesting.
I get it.
Okay, cool. So that's how you kind of like came out, right? Because you didn't really came out. You're just gay. So
Yeah.
you're lucky.
I just
enough.
started after bringing girls home, I started bringing guys home, and
Did it bother your father? Like, kind of like didn't accept it? Did you try to like tell him, explain him things, or you didn't care that much?
yeah, no, I just didn't. I mean, I did try to explain. My dad's a very like hard-headed, like you can't change his mind,
Okay.
and so he's just like, there's no point in trying because you're just gonna get smacked in the face with with a dead end, basically.
Okay, cool, interesting.
Yeah.
You came out. You finished high school. Did you go to college?
I did. I went for 5 weeks.
For 5 weeks in college. Okay, so what was the college? What was the major?
It was Muskegon Community College, and I had a full ride. And I went like your first 2 years, like community, you don't really pick what you want to go into because it's just prereqs anyways. But I was going for business and actuary.
So what happened after 5 weeks?
I was in the middle. This was crazy. I was in the middle of a math test that I'd already taken, or like a math test for a math class I'd already taken in high school, and I graduated in COVID, so it was all online, and they only gave us 2 hours to do it. But it was a 43 question math test with an A, B, and C part to all 43 questions. So it was like relatively almost 200 questions long or 150 questions long, and I was only halfway through it and I had 13 minutes left to finish it, and I just was like, this is not for me.
You just left.
I literally clicked the browser, emailed all my teachers, and said, I don't know how to do this, but I drop out of college.
Did you come home and what happened next? But like,
my mom kind of freaked out. I was like, Mom, don't worry, I have a plan. I was also
do you have a plan or a concept of plan?
No, I had a plan. At the time I was playing Call of Duty competitively for a college out in California. Like I didn't go to that school, but I played for their school.
Okay, can start over. So you said you dropped out because you played Call of Duty professionally.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
And I was making very good money. Plus, I was on unemployment from my actual job being closed. So I was just bringing in all this money, and I was just saving all of it. And I was like, Mom, I promise you I'm going to do something great with all this money, and it's going to be great. And I did. I moved out on my own, and then I got a real job. And
What was the real job?
I took the 3-week class and got my certified nursing assistant. And
Nice. Yeah.
did that for 2 years.
Okay, so you were a nurse assistant.
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes you 3 weeks to do this?
Yeah.
That fast?
Well, it's like an 8-hour course Monday through Friday.
Interesting. And is it like what kind of job do you do when you're a nurse assistant?
You take care of like the elderly. Like you can give them your pills. You wash
Do you
them.
clean after them?
Yeah. You just take care of them as like you would if they were your grandparents or your mother and father.
Interesting. So wait, coming back a little bit. So you're like, Mom, I have a plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Call of Duty. And what was she was looking at you like you were 18, right? And she was looking at you and she was like, what?
I was actually 17. I graduated at 17.
Okay.
But yeah.
Did she was like, okay, go ahead?
No, she was like, Cameron, I really just don't think you should be doing this. And I was like, just watch. I was like, I'm just gonna take a year off. I'm gonna work and I'm gonna make money and then I'll go back to school. And then that obviously never happened.
So what happened?
I did the CNA job, and then me and my boyfriend at the time, while I was doing that job, started a Twitter, and we started selling our content together. And then when him and I split up, I just decided that I was gonna start posting my solo stuff on that same Twitter, and then it just blew up. And I had gotten a new job after him and I split up. We're doing business development, corporate sales for like a smaller company.
It's really, really intense life.
Yeah.
All in Michigan.
All in Michigan.
But like, what happened to Call of Duty career?
I just went long story short, I got kicked out of my mom's place, and where I was staying didn't have internet, so I couldn't play anymore. So I had to tell my team, like, sorry guys, I really can't.
What kind of money you could bring from Call of Duty?
I made
Like, is it like 3,000, 5,000?
I made 7. My
7,000
best month was 7.
By playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Crazy. And we're like super professional, or is like top 1% makes it, or like
No. So there's like pro league, like actual pros that I believe it's in Vegas, where they like actually go to like a rented out venue and they all play in the same place. I was playing more like my major league, if you will.
Uh-huh.
Like it was just like CMG, which is just like you go on a website, you have to pay money to join the tournament, and then the winner takes the pool.
But 7K per month,
That was my best month. Like on average, it was probably like 5.
which is a lot for playing Call of Duty.
For being 17,
18, 17.
dropping out of college. Yeah, it was beautiful money, and I was getting like it was like $2,000 every 2 weeks from unemployment. So I was like almost at 10K a month at 17 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you played Call of Duty, because it's like a lot of straight guys there.
Yeah.
Did they ask you like, are you gay or bi? You just never talked about it?
They very much automatically assumed I was straight. Like
Because when I used to play video games, it was like a lot of like flirtations between straight guys. Oh,
Yeah.
come here, bro.
Yeah,
like, let
yeah.
me kiss you. It was like,
I would
so
just play
hot.
into that stuff.
Okay, so then no one cared.
Nope.
Cool. That's iconic. So you stopped playing. Why couldn't you just rent an apartment with an internet if you were making that much money?
Because you in the state of Michigan, I believe you have to be 18 to
Rent an internet?
rent an apartment.
Oh.
And I also had no credit. I didn't have anything. I wasn't even 18 yet.
I can teach you how to rent without credit. I can teach you how to do a lot of stuff.
I'm sure there's a lot of ways to do that here.
Without anything, I have some connections there. Okay, so anyways, do you want to ever come back to Call of Duty? Because it's such a good money, or it's not as good anymore.
I don't know what the money. I'm sure it's the same, but no, I mean, they're like a tournament day. I was sitting in a chair doing nothing for 11 hours. Like it's.
Why you're not like engaged in the game?
I mean, I am, but like I'm not moving. I'm not physically active.
Yeah.
It's just my fingers.
Interesting. How do you come up with Twitter idea? Did someone told you?
No, I just started. I've always been a business kind of person, and when we started selling our content on Snapchat, and I was like, wait, okay, how can we like broaden our reach? And I was like, we should just start a Twitter. And I think we just named it literally like our names. I'm not gonna say his name because he doesn't do that stuff, but it was like his name, and then I had like the and symbol, and then my name, and that was like our account. Mm-hmm. And then we had a 1,000 followers while we were together, and then we split up, and then it was at like 1.2, I believe.
Did you want to do something different when you quit like nursing and quit Call of Duty? Did you just want to like? Did you have any profession in mind or like business?
Yeah.
'Cause also, you were like, how old are you?
I'm 21 now.
Okay, so you're only 21.
Yeah.
You're like so early in your life.
Yeah.
So what was your plan? Like, did you want to like do OF for a little Twitter and then go study or no?
No, I knew college wasn't for me. Like I wanted to be an entrepreneur really, really bad, and I knew that like I could go to school and learn the principles of being an entrepreneur, but I wanted to do it myself. So my plan was generally just start my own business. Like I got into drop shipping for a bit, and then I got me and my brother were gonna go out to Arizona to do this like door-to-door sales job, but the only reason I wanted to do that was because of what they teach you. Like you learn a lot about business and character and mindset, and like I was just very driven to do that. And my brother me and him have always been on the same journey, so we were gonna go do that together. But my OnlyFans like took off right before we had to sign up for that.
Hold on. So you signed up to Twitter, you sold on Twitter, and then when did you figure out that you want to do OnlyFans?
When my fans told me to. I was at like, I want to say like 20 something or 14K followers, I think, somewhere around there. And everyone's like,
It's like 3 years ago, right?
no, I started in 23.
2023?
Yeah, last
Okay.
year in February.
Okay, so pretty recent.
Yeah, I'm like a year and 6 months in.
Okay, cool. And then it took off.
Yeah, it just like babe literally just took off, and I was like, dude, I can pay all my bills, and I'm still making more income, and I was like, I don't want to sign my life away to go live in Arizona for 3 months and do this.
When did you figure out that you want to do studio corn?
I didn't really ever, I guess, want to until I was at about I hit 30K followers. I reached out to Helix, I believe is what. And I reached out to them and I didn't hear back. And then like 3 months later, I had gotten with my ex-boyfriend, and they had reached out to him about getting my contact information, and they asked if I wanted to do a scene, and I was like, sure, like I'll try it. And then I did that one scene, and they offered me an exclusive contract after that first scene, and then I signed a year contract.
How many scenes per month?
Only one.
One scene per month. Okay, it's not a lot, right? Because I know one of my other friends, like he does for different studio, he does like 4 scenes per month.
Yeah, it's because I was exclusive. So if you're not exclusive, you can work
He's
for all the
exclusive,
studios.
yeah.
Oh, okay. It just depends. All studios are different. Like I know that like if they're going through money issues, they won't film as much. If they're not going through money issues, they will film as much.
What's like the best part for you was working with the studio? Do you regret that you worked with the studio or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do you regret?
Because they lied to me.
Okay, that's deep.
Yeah, a
So
lot.
how did they lie to you?
Just the ideas they told me that they would do. Also, I guess I can't really say they lied because I still have like, I only have a quarter of my videos out, so I don't know how they're gonna market me. But just what they said, the amount of work that they said that they would get me, especially when they told me that if I moved up to California, they would get me a lot more work. And I literally got one extra scene, and it was just me being an extra. There was nothing being filmed. I didn't do anything. I had no lines. It was just like, and it was for an hour or like 2 hours of my day. So they let me down, and I didn't.
And
I
you
didn't
have
really enjoy
still
that.
eight scenes about to be released.
Yeah, I have 8 scenes still. Well, actually, I think one's gonna be released either today or tomorrow.
Okay, cool, interesting.
Yeah.
So why would you not do besides lie? Because did it pay off for you or no, or it doesn't really pay off?
No, it pays off if you're like that guy who can do 4 to 10, like 6 a month. It would absolutely pay off, but I got sucked in and I got confined and I got stuck, and there just wasn't enough exposure in the amount of time that I needed it. So it didn't pay off the way that I thought it would.
Do you think it was like that you showed everything for too cheap? Because like technically now everyone can see it.
No,
right?
yeah. Well, it definitely took away from my OnlyFans for sure.
But also, I feel like OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Also, I feel like people who do like professional porn, I would not watch their professional videos, but I would watch their like amateur videos.
That's how I am.
Yeah, like I would not really be into professional videos. It's like not for me.
No.
I would definitely buy it like amateur.
Same.
So maybe it didn't take away from you that much. So, okay, so you would not come back to corn. Besides OnlyFans.
It just depends, honestly. Really.
The wildest experience you did with a straight boy?
The most wild one was very straight, like even had a girlfriend. I had asked him if I could pay him money
Okay.
to massage his feet, but with socks on, of course, because that's my thing.
Okay.
And when we were hanging out, I was doing that, and he was just like talking to me, and he's like, "Wow, that actually feels really good." Like blah blah blah, and I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Would you?" And we weren't even like at this point, because I got nervous. I pulled up my phone and I started texting. Like I'm literally touching his feet with one hand, texting him with the other, and we're in the same room. And I'm like, "Would you be down to let me suck your?" And he was like, I don't know about all that. And I was like, okay. I was like, totally chill. But I was like, just know I'm really good at it. And if you would like I would love to do it. And it would just be hot. And he was like, I'll think about it. And literally like 3 minutes later into the foot massage, he just like pulled his pants down, his dick was out. And I was like, okay, that's my sign. And so
How much did you pay him?
$75.
$75.
Yes.
For all of it. That's pretty cheap, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
How old you were?
Oh, I had already graduated. I was 18 or 19.
And was he like your teammate or something?
No, he was. Well, that guy was from one of the schools I went to. He was just grade, like 2 grades above me, and then the other one was the same grade as me, but we
So there
went
was
to
2
different
guys.
schools. Yeah, just the most crazy one was the one that like.
So, but
All
you
of that
paid
happened.
another guy too.
Yeah, I paid a lot of my friends actually.
Is it a thing? Like, do you like to just pay off because it's easier?
I feel it's easier, but also it like when I'm in the moment, it's hot because I know they don't want it, and so like. I don't know why. It just turns me on to know that like I'm in control in that moment. I'm like a dom top when I have sex, so I feel like that gives me the control that I enjoy.
So, but you said paid off a lot of guys. So it's like, is it what it's called, findom? It's like
Yeah.
when you're like paying
Yeah.
off and you just like to be in control, even though you can get probably so many people for free. So
Right, yeah.
no, it makes sense. Makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense.
Especially because they're straight. It's like I couldn't have them even if they were, or like I couldn't have them regardless.
And they were all agreeing to this.
Yes, literally
For like $75.
$75. Sometimes
Straight
I
for-
could do 50. Sometimes I had to go to 100. It was just always hit or miss.
But it's like in their case, it's just easy because it was just foot massage.
Right, like and like it's just me getting off, and like they're on a bed, I'm on the floor. If I'm or touching myself, like they can't they can't see it anyways.
Okay.
And they're making money. And the way I would advertise and promote it, I was like, it's like 10 minutes of your time. Just let me give you a 10-minute foot massage and
let's role play. Okay, let's role play. So I'm a straight man. I'm a straight guy. I'm gonna put my socks here. So I'm a straight guy, right? What the setting where we are? Like this is improv class. Where are we now?
We are in their room.
How do you get to their room?
I go to their house.
Okay, so you go to their house because they're your friend.
Yes.
Okay, let's call me Tyler. I'm a Tyler. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? What's
so,
up, Tyler?
Not much. I'm just like chilling here with my socks on.
They wouldn't do all that. Cuz we would be I would text them about it. So when I got there, like it was literally a 15-minute thing because we already knew
So you would be next to them texting them.
No. I would like text them when I wasn't. Before I would go to their house, and then we would like generally I'd have to set up a time because I like them sweaty. I like them to smell. So I'd be like, "Can we do it after work or after you're done with the gym?" And then they'd be like, "Yeah." And then I would just come over at that time. They would already like know what was up. They'd be like, "Okay, what do I do?" I'd be like, "Just lay on the bed and play on your phone, act like I'm not here." And
you like it. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Guys, if you've done this before, let me know in comments.
And if you want a foot massage, let me know.
They're not straight though. Probably it's like 95% male.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, it's still hot with
probably
attractive.
So what if like a gay guy says, "No, actually, you can't play with my feet." Does it turn you on more?
No,
because you can't have it.
No, because with gay men, it doesn't really turn me on as much in general, anyways.
Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, makes sense. All right, guys, interesting. I've never heard of it. I've heard of feet fetish, but I've never heard of like sock fetish.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. And it's funny because I don't like if a barefoot wouldn't like turn me off, but like if I showed up and they're like, okay, massage my bare feet, I wouldn't be able to get.
Interesting, really?
Yeah,
because you're not into feet that much. It sucks.
It's just the smell. The way that I've always explained it, people that like armpit smell or smell. Mm-hmm. It's like I like the smell of a man, and I don't know why it's the foot with a sock on, but like the sock holds the stench in, and with whatever reason Nike I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that's just it's the smell and the feeling of touching a man's foot.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
very beautiful story. Where you live now?
I just moved back to Michigan, actually.
From where?
From California.
How long you've been in California?
I was there for 7 months.
Okay, I was actually so toxic. I remember we talked with Cab like 7 months ago. You were just moving to California.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, good luck.
Yeah.
I was like, and then you're like, well, you didn't like California. So I was like, yeah, it's just not for me, but like, go ahead. Like,
yeah.
I hope you like
All my friends from Chicago said the same thing to me.
I was like, go ahead. A lot of people from Chicago actually moved to LA. I used to live in Chicago for 2 years, so it was a thing. People from Chicago would love to move to LA.
Yeah.
And a lot of them would stay there. And people from LA would move to Chicago too because it's cold. So what happened? Did you move there for your American dream? Like, why LA?
Well, it wasn't LA. It was Palm Springs, but
not the Palm Springs.
No, I just grew up like when I was 12. I had a dream that I wanted to live there so bad, and the opportunity presented itself, and I was just literally 3 weeks out of a fresh, long, toxic year relationship. And I was like, why not? Like, this is my time. This is what I've been saving up for. Timing, yeah. And so I went and did it. And I solely went out there for business.
What kind of business?
Corn.
Oh, okay. But was it like continued, like partner who lived there? Like the guy who constantly filmed with you, or just studio?
Well, for studio, but also just because like a lot of creators live out there. So I wanted to. Well, LA, but.
Oh, okay. I was like.
That's only like an hour and 40-minute drive. So I would just drive to LA a lot, but plus it's a great tax write-off. It's a lot of miles I get to write off.
Really? Great. Nice. Business mind.
Yeah. So yeah, I went there solely for work, but yes, the idea was like, okay, I'm going to find myself here and I'm going to live in LA. But I went there and LA is just not for me.
What happened? Why is not for you? But like, okay, negative aspects of living in Los Angeles.
It's dirty. It's not like you see in the movies. There's trash literally everywhere, and rent is $5 million to live in a trash bag.
Not in West Hollywood, though. West Hollywood is clean. Like Sunset, Santa Monica.
Yeah, but the main road, but any side street is disgusting.
Okay.
Not really disgusting. It's not as bad as like anywhere else in LA, but it was just the toxic gay life.
What describe toxic gay life in LA? What is it?
Drugs, alcohol, fake selflessness. Everyone's about like, oh, you don't have 5 million followers. Oh, you're not my friend. Or like you literally can meet someone and then they'll like act like they're so into you. You guys could even go home together. You guys could even do, the naughty together. And literally the next day they'd act like they've never talked or met you in a day in their life. And I grew up in Michigan, where like everyone is genuine. Like if you have a good time with someone, you're gonna text them right after and be like, "Hey, I had a great time. I'd love to like see you again." And then you're like already making plans to see that person again. There, it's literally like you're only someone's want if it benefits them in generally in a money aspect.
It happened to you.
Yeah, all the time.
Interesting.
Especially doing or corn. Like everyone would be like, "Oh my god, like you're so hot. Oh, you do corn. Oh, I can see that." And if I didn't sleep with them, they literally would not talk to me.
So they get upset.
Yeah, they like literally only wanted me because they thought they could just I was an easy target.
Like you lived in LA. Where do people work there? Because it seemed like nobody worked there during the daytime. You go to Equinox and like everyone is there. It's so busy.
I don't fucking know. Everyone does something on social media, so they're like they just work whenever they want.
Okay, so
Or everyone owns their own business, or like everyone's just like LA is just an entrepreneur kind of vibe.
what the neighborhood? But you never lived in LA.
No.
Okay. How's the Palm Springs? Like, is it? Because I feel like it's whenever we went there, we were just clubbing with old gays, and I remember it was like more than 1.5 hour drive. It was like 3 hours, and it was
That's
just so
traffic.
hot and so boring. It looked so boring, and I don't know.
I enjoyed it because I had just started go-go dancing, so I was like the new go-go dancer in town, and
So you had all the attention.
all the older men ate me alive, and it was great.
How much would you make from doing go-go dancing? Because I didn't do much whenever I was a go-go dancer.
My best night, I made $700.
Same, high five.
Oh, nice.
Period, yeah.
Yeah.
740, I remember.
Okay.
There was a guy who worked in a bank, and it was like my second night, and he was like just grabbed me full up dances and was like probably for like 30 minutes or something, and I was just okay, and he was just talking to me.
But is that you stripping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never. That was just me go-go dancing.
What is
I
go-go
kn-
dancing then?
So go-go.
Just dancing on a stage?
Yeah, like
Okay.
like the guys that just like stand on that box and basically do the same 5 moves.
I would never make 700 there. Because like we always had to like only like 2 songs per 3 hours. You stand there, you dance, people give you like 10 singles.
Yeah.
So awkward. If you want to watch this part of my life, it's on my Instagram and highlights LA, dark time of my life. But anyways, so you're fine there. When did you get like bored of Palm Springs?
I got bored of it like right when I mean like the month I moved. So this month I like was just like, I've kind of done what I needed to do here. I'm not really making any progress now, so it was just time for a new chapter.
Was there someone who fell in love? Did you fall in love with someone there or no?
Someone fell in love with me, and that's it. I didn't fall in love with anyone.
Okay, so
other than
it's
that-
not like you fell out of love or someone broke your heart. That's why you moved out. No.
No, that's why I moved to California.
Okay. That's because it's
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
That's the other way. Okay.
Yeah.
So it makes sense because sometimes people are like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna move there," and it's like they fall in love. Someone breaks their heart, and it was like, "I have to go move back." home."
Yeah, no. It was just my time there was done.
What's next step? Where are you gonna be? New York City? Are you moving?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool.
I'm not coming to New York City. I lived in Chicago for a little over a year, and I don't like cities. I like my peace, my privacy. If I wanted to go for like a beat, like I love driving. I love like a nice cruise and like watching the sunset. Like I could watch the sunset here, but I would have to walk. Or if I like want to go for a drive, I can't go over 15 miles per hour, and I'm gonna probably hit someone every 10 seconds.
Yeah, you should not do this here.
Yeah, no.
So you like driving. So Michigan is your place.
Michigan is just where I grew up. It's like I had all my traumatic experiences. I had all my like growth from my traumatic experiences there. Like Michigan is just like my comfort
Zone.
Yeah.
Michigan versus Los Angeles. Where do you think the guys are hotter? Let's do this. Let's be obvious.
What, gay guys or straight guys?
Gay guys. We're talking about gay.
Obviously LA, but yeah, LA.
You were about to say something.
Well, it's just like I feel like in LA everyone has the same body, it's just a different face.
Yeah.
But this stereotypical, like if you want a guy who's like fit, lean, like looks like a model, you're gonna want LA. If you want like a hot guy that's like more not necessarily
Natural body?
yeah, just natural body, dad bod, well, whatever, like goes to the gym but like isn't like on a
Obsessed,
psycho steroids or
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm not into like big muscular guys.
Yeah.
Who are like fully just go to the gym nonstop. It's just turn off. I don't know. One time my friend asked me like, "Oh, rate my abs." I was like, "Bro," but it's a toxic thing to do.
Yeah.
Like first of all, don't ask me to rate your abs. And I was like, "That's too much. Like, where's the belly?" So, this is like I was toxic too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like. What's your type with the guys? You said older.
Well, okay, no, it doesn't really matter older. It's just I tend to draw those in because of my maturity level. Like I just feel like our frequencies match the most.
Do you feel like you're attracted to the brain more than the body?
I'm definitely more of a personality person, yeah.
So if you don't feel, you're not gonna do stuff with them.
Hookups I can do based off of just looks, but like if I'm trying to date someone, I do care about their looks. Like as long as they're not like, I can't do people like, I just like people who take somewhat care of their health, basically.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, just people, you know.
So you started cooking up when you were 16. What's your body count now? Oh, wait. What was your body count between 16 and 18? Because you started hooking up when you were 16. Was it a lot of experience or no?
Well, like 9 months ago, I was at like 400 to something. I don't actually know my body count, but I know that I stopped counting at like around 200 when I was still 18.
So you had 200 people before 18
Yeah,
in Michigan.
in Michigan,
Oh my God.
I was. Can I be? I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real vulnerable here.
Okay. I don't know if TikTok can handle it.
I don't know if I can. I've never really said this out loud. There was like probably like a month where I probably had sex with 3 to 5 different people in one day.
3 to 5 people in one day. Okay, let me just open calculator. So 3 to 5 people in one day. So 5 people per day, 30 days, 150 people in 1 month. Where would you find so many?
Grindr.
Really? Do you have like high standards, or you were just like everyone?
When I was that young, definitely was like, now that I'm older and I can self-reflect, it was very much a trauma response.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't thinking at all. I would do basically anyone that said I could stick my thing in their thing, I did it.
Were you afraid of like STDs?
And stuff? I actually wasn't because I didn't know about them, but I did get gonorrhea when I was 16 one time, and ever since then it scared the living daylights out of me.
But you still kept doing 150 per month.
Yeah, because I found out how to get free testing, and I was getting tested like once a week.
Okay, so you're just getting prevention.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So you got like your body count to 200 by 18.
But it was probably higher by then.
And now 700.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. Do you still get enjoyment? Like, because I'm just like, would you count also as a BG, or it's the whole experience into the 700, or you just can't?
Oh, if it's like just sex, it's probably not. I mean, it's probably like 400, but
Yeah.
like no, I don't count.
You mean all of them?
Yeah, a total of that, like any sexual experience with a guy, yes.
Okay, so do you still enjoy it?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. Interesting. But it's just you went through so many. You don't even know the names probably. Like,
I don't even remember half of, like, especially since I moved back home, a lot of guys like will text me on Grindr and be like, "Hey, long time no chat." And I'm like, I don't remember you.
so you're 21 years old. You have a 700 body count.
Roughly.
Roughly 700 the body count. Was there someone who stood out? Who were like one guy who you remember who's like, damn, he was so good out of like all of the 700 or like 10,000?
Yeah, it's a guy from Michigan actually. When I was living on my own, when I first started doing OnlyFans or OnlyFriends actually, that he was just like the hottest guy I'd ever had intercourse with in my entire life. It's honestly probably like no one's beats him, but some might match him. But
Is it because the process was good, or because he was just the hottest guy you thought?
all of it, like
The chemistry?
he was very masked. Like I definitely, when I saw the picture on Grindr, I was like, this is fake, or the guy's straight. And then he like came over, deep voice, very chill, very broy. He did construction.
Very bottomy.
Big old body. Like just bro who knew what he was doing with his hole.
Crazy. Isn't it crazy that all the best bottoms are like big bros who are like so tough? And then they're like, there are trends on TikTok when there's like young guys fetishize like college boys.
Yeah.
They think they're like mask bros who will do stuff to them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you get to the bedroom with them, we're like, oh.
Yeah.
So, that's
Yeah.
not true. That's not how it works.
No.
Just a couple last questions, okay? Do you like enjoy bottoming at all? Have you bottomed?
I do not enjoy bottoming.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, that too. Then douching. Whoever the hell made that the process, you're wrong.
It's not necessary.
No, I mean it's obviously. I mean like you have to clean yourself.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
It's just like if your diet is good, you can like make it so much easier.
Yeah, that too. But then it's like if I want to do that, then every day of my life I have to constantly be preemptively thinking ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like a chill dude. Like I just want to go get a burger when I want to get a burger. And if you're trying to put it in me that night, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna. I mean, it's gonna be dirty.
Yeah.
It's.
I actually, yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah. I like to eat burgers and stuff. Yeah.
Especially like when I get in a submissive mood, it's very like you got 30 seconds, otherwise it's gone. So
What do
if
you mean?
I'm
Oh,
if
so
I'm
you're-
not like cleaned out and douched and prepared, like it's not gonna happen.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're total top.
Mm.
Okay. You guys know what to subscribe for. It's a total top situation.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to cover for now, but I think we're bringing Cam more because he has a lot of stories. 700 people, there is a lot of stories.
There's a lot of stories.
There's stories out there, and
There's a lot of
we're just
stories.
gonna go and film more stuff, guys. Don't forget to please follow him. Maybe he'll start YouTube because it's like good stories to tell. That will be like easy YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And
Should I
then-
start a YouTube? Should I start a YouTube? I feel like I should start a YouTube.
Don't be one of those people who's like, should I start a YouTube? You know what I hate the most? I hate the most when it's like there's like the most basic like straight boy on TikTok live stream, and he has like 40 viewers, 5,000 followers. He just recently started, right? And then I go to his live stream randomly. I scroll, and he would be like, it's a type of people. He would be like, okay, guys, I have 1 second. Do you all think I should start a Twitch? Would you all watch me on the Twitch? And it's like, bro.
Okay, but Twitch is so different. Twitch is so different.
But those boys are so delusional. I was like, yeah, of course, go ahead, start Twitch. But it's like reality hits them so hard. So don't be one of those.
Yeah.
Just start it. I mean, if you're not gonna like it, YouTube is hard. It's actual work. Like you have to like put hours. You cannot just like make a thirst trap and go viral. You could do this a couple years ago, but now algorithms changed. So yeah, start YouTube. If he starts YouTube, guys, I'll put his link in description. If he will not start YouTube, just go to his Instagram and
You can find it all over there.
VIP page. Yeah, it's free. So
It's all free.
it's all free.
all free.
As long as you don't. No, it's all free page. Thank you, Cam, so much. I appreciate you coming here to our little show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll do a little thumbnail. So,
No,
guys,
I meant like should we flex for them?
that's on a different platform.
You don't do that for YouTube?
No, that's on a different platform.
YouTube
It's all
doesn't get the
PG-13,
flex.
Yeah, PG-13, guys. We're all.
It's PG-13 to flex.
No. Okay. So he wants to flex. So, anyways, we'll flex for the thumbnail.
day yesterday. They're pretty sore.
I'm zooming in at this point.
Thank
right
you.
now.
Yeah, right here.
I'm zooming in. Smash the like button if you didn't. That's the time to smash the like button. Also, I hope our lighting is good here because it's pretty gloomy outside. I think it's good.
Oh my hair is wild.
Me too. It's okay. We gotta get confident. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. And if you have any questions to Cam, let me know in comments. Bye. That was so good, so easy. I didn't know you were so chatty. That's iconic.